The Golden State Warriors this season have absolutely disappointed fans and NBA members. This season they are sitting at the 12th seed in the West and look like they have no chance at doing anything in the playoffs, let alone even making the playoffs this year. Stephen Curry is putting up usual numbers from him, although it is a bit down year for him as his percentages are a little bit lower as well as his points per game. I wouldn't really necessarily put that on him though. His team is really lackluster, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. The Golden State Warriors this season are pretty much still ran by the same core they've been run by for the past decade and a half. Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Stephen Curry. But there's one problem with this big three. It's not even a big three. It's just Stephen Curry carrying washed-ass Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. When you take a look at the game and you watch the film, it's obvious that Klay Thompson and Draymond Green just don't have the steps they used to have. And that's normal for age. But the fact that they're steps behind the step is what the problem is. Klay Thompson is a cone on defense. He cannot guard the opposing team's second or even third best player at this point in his career, and when in his prime, he was guarding the best player. When you take away their best perimeter defender like that and leave the job up to Draymond Green, problems start to occur, and that is exactly what is going on with the Golden State Warriors. Lots and lots of problems. Draymond Green is at a point in his career where he can no longer play perimeter defense on the best player as well. They have no defense on the team, and the offense isn't good either. It is just Stephen Curry trying to carry the load for the Golden State Warriors. They paid all this money to Andrew Wiggins 2 seasons ago after winning the finals, and that has not paid out whatsoever. Take a look at what Andrew Wiggins has been doing this year. He's been off and on the bench. Some nights he starts, other nights he doesn't, and it's just because the inconsistency we've seen from him this season. He is averaging just 11.9 points per game on below 30% shooting from the three. He was supposed to be the guy to take the load from Klay when Klay got to this age he is at currently, and he has not done it. He's just made Klay Thompson's job a whole lot harder. He isn't hitting threes. He isn't hitting field goal shots. He's shooting 42% from the field. That is below average. Everything Andrew Wiggins has done this season has been below average. His minutes are down, points are down, everything is just down. You take a look at what he did when the Warriors won the championship. He was averaging 17 points per game on 40% three-point shooting. Right now he's in a slump, and it's normal to see players in a slump. But what's not normal is for players to not get out of the slump. Andrew Wiggins right now is on the cusp of losing his job if he cannot get it together. And not only is he going to lose his job, but this Warriors team is going to shit. If the Golden State Warriors can't find a fix for the veterans that becoming washed and Stephen Curry not able to carry the team anymore, this team is going to be in a rebuilding state, will be in a rebuilding stage for quite a long time. Then you move over to Draymond Green, as we spoke before. Now, Draymond Green has missed a lot of games this season due to suspension because he likes to fight. Now, I'm not ever going to be upset with Draymond Green fighting. We kind of need that in the NBA. It's a little bit more exciting, and it just kind of brings a sense of actual team basketball. It's not just a bunch of guys playing. It feels like he's actually playing for the Warriors. He's playing for his team, and he's protecting his team. So I respect him for doing that. But what I don't respect Draymond Green for is averaging 9 points per game. Now, his shooting percentages are great. He's shooting 44% from the three because he doesn't shoot threes. He shoots like 1 3 every 20 games. He's averaging 9 points per game. He's playing 25 minutes and not doing anything. The only consistent scorer on this Golden State Warriors team is Stephen Curry. And Stephen Curry is getting up in age. Let's not forget, Stephen Curry is by no means young. He is sitting at 36 years old. 35. He turns 36 March 14th of this year. 35-year-old Stephen Curry, how much longer can he carry the load for the Warriors? Maybe, a season, 2 seasons? And if he's lucky to be as talented as LeBron, maybe 3-4 seasons. This is a train that is nearing a wreck. This train is going downhill quick. They are already sitting at the 12th seed. They are one of the NBA's buster teams. That teams come in and don't take it hard on them. They take it lightly. They take the night off against the Warriors, and they still beat them. The Golden State Warriors just lost to the Grizzlies without Ja Morant and a grip of their starters. The Memphis Grizzlies were only able to get like 7 wins without Ja Morant, and the Golden State Warriors just lost to the Grizzlies. The Golden State Warriors are in a emergency shambles mode right now. They have contracts that are huge. Klay Thompson is making a $50 million a year. This dude is making $50 million a year, and he's not doing anything with it. He's averaging 17 points per game on 42% shooting and 38% from the three. Now, I will say he has put together a better campaign in these last 25 games or so than he was the original 20 games of the season. But that doesn't mean anything at all. That just means he got back to where he kind of was. He still is not where he used to be. This is the first time Klay Thompson hasn't averaged 20 points per game in his entire career since 2013, a decade ago. He has regressed, and it is obvious. All right, if the Golden State Warriors do not do something right now with their roster, when I mean trade, sign, do something, because they got rid of their youth. They traded Poole for Chris Paul. What has Chris Paul done? What has Chris Paul done for the Warriors? He's done absolutely nothing. He averages under 9 points per game. He does have 7 assists. He's still that little point guard they want him to do. He hasn't been playing games, and when he does, he's not affecting things. At this point in the NBA, in the way the game has evolved, this traditional style point guard just is kind of useless in the NBA, to be honest. The skill set and the capabilities of all of the players in the NBA just don't require a facilitator anymore. The NBA is too skilled to have a guy that isn't a shot creator or a bucket getter have the ball in his hands for more than 3 to 5 seconds. There is no reason Chris Paul should have the ball in his hands when you have a team with Stephen Curry, right? And now Stephen Curry's an off-ball player, so that's why it works for the Warriors. But I'm saying with the skill the NBA has today, traditional point guards aren't a plus to the team. If anything, they're holding them back. And it showed when the Suns played the Nuggets last year in the NBA playoffs. Chris Paul stepped off the court when he was hurt for that series. Cameron Payne came in, and without the facilitator, the team won 2 games. And the reason they were able to win 2 games is because Chris Paul wasn't just holding the ball from the shot makers and the shot creators, right? Everybody in the NFL, everybody in this NBA is extremely skilled. This is the most skilled NBA we have seen ever. It is the highest peak of skill, of talent, of all of that. And it's going to continue to grow and evolve as that progresses, right? And it's no different. There is no reason why a 6'1" point guard should have the ball in his hands, especially when he's damn near 40 years old. He's not doing anything with the ball that is going to help the team, regardless of his passes. He's not doing anything with the ball. That's just like putting Chris Paul on the Celtics. What would he possibly do? Jason Tatum does not need facilitate help. Jaylen Brown does not need facilitating help. This league is a league of getting buckets, all right? Traditional point guards are cooked. But I'm just getting off topic. That's a topic for another video, right? But like I said, the way this team is constructed is not good whatsoever. They got rid of their only young gun, Jordan Poole, for Chris Paul, who hasn't done shit for them. This man was out here talking about he was chasing rings, and then just chasing Cancun. He's not going to make the playoffs. He's going to be in Mexico with his BM, chilling, posted up, talking about CP0 rings still. Ninja's 38 don't got that many rings. Jeremy Lin has more rings than him. DeAndre Jordan has more rings than him. Reggie Jackson has more rings than Chris Paul. But that's going to be it for this video, man. I hope you guys did enjoy it. As always, peace.